America, the land where eagles soar and the mountains cascade to the seas. From the rocky coast to the great Northwest, to the dark blue waters of the Atlantic Ocean, and all the states in between. Welcome as American Builder Productions presents the American Builder television program.
Welcome to Augusta, Georgia. Founded in 1735, Augusta was named after Princess Augusta, the wife of Frederick, Prince of Wales. It's known for hosting the Masters Golf Tournament and for its beautiful downtown scene set on the Savannah River. Today, we want to introduce you not only to the Garden City, but also to a wonderful staple in this community. We'd like you to meet some of the team behind Herbert Homes Inc. And if you're planning on moving to Augusta or building a new home in the area, there'll be a contact you'll be happy to have.
Hi, I'm Mark Herbert with Herbert Homes from here in Evans, Georgia. I'm president of Herbert Homes Incorporated. We've been in business since 1984 under the same name. We haven't changed corporate names. I built my first house in 1978. A lot of my family members were in the building business. Actually, my dad's family trade was the flooring business. I broke the family tradition on it after 100 years, and a lot of my mom's people were in the building business, so I decided that's what I wanted to do. The first house I built, I was 18 years old when I built it in 1978, and I fell in love with doing it. Of course, I stayed in the flooring industry until 1984 and decided to go full-time in the building business. I decided that was what I wanted to do, and we've been very successful at it, and we've influenced a lot of people, a lot of families, and refocused my family values on the building industry also. I think one thing that makes us stand out from other builders is we care. We're one of the last of the hands-on builders. My son and I still trim out all our own houses. We do a lot of our grading. We do a lot of the stuff in the homes ourselves. So I think that's one big thing that really makes us stand out. Our team at Herbert Homes consists of course, myself, my wife, Joanne. Joanne handles all the decorating, meeting with the buyers, going over all your color selections, helping you with that.
So let's look, and you look through the color schemes and tell me what would be your favorite colors. Are you warm?
I like warm colors.
Warm colors?
Warm colors.
Not only do I do the design work by helping our buyers guide them through their selections, from the floor covering to the knobs on their kitchen cabinets to the paint on the walls, but I also handle the accounting for our development company, which is MBH Holdings, and I also do the accounting work for them. I also handle our rental, commercial, and residential portfolio.
Then, of course, you see my secretary and my assistant, Carla. She's usually the first one that you see when you come in the door.
Hi there, I'm Debbie. I'm here to see Mark and Joanne.
Hey Debbie, nice to see you. Welcome to Herbert Homes. Have a seat, and I'll let Mark know that you're here to see him.
Thank you.
She'll meet and greet you. If you have any questions or concerns during the building process, call her and she can get with us on it.
Thank you for calling Herbert Homes. Carla speaking.
And then, of course, my son, Brian. Brian's been working with me in the field for over 20 years. He handles all the production. He's the one out in the field, the one that's on the job sites most all of the time.
Usually I'll hit Grove Landing first and go through all the houses, meet with the subs, go over my schedules, and after I do that, I go into other neighborhood, Arlington, do the same thing over there. First thing I check is make sure the silt fence is okay, make sure there's no dirt in the road, make sure cleanliness, make sure there's nothing somebody can step on and get hurt. And just walk through and basically just make sure everything's correct.
Yeah, we need to fix this roof brace and fix all the troughs out.
So I've got good people in place. We can handle any of your needs that come through. You know, of course, we can't do all the work ourselves with just the 4 people we have in our office and on our staff, and we really depend on our subcontractors, and we have some very, very loyal subcontractors. One of them is a guy named Marion Duffy that owns Southern Fireplace and Garage Doors, and Marion is a wonderful guy. He's very knowledgeable. They're very quick on their service, their installations, and he's there to help on any of your fireplace and garage door needs. Most all our clients, I think, would tell you they've had a wonderful experience. We're very hands-on, we're very attentive. You don't have to call a 1-800 number to get a warranty issue squared away. You call us. Most of the time I give them my direct cell number, my son's cell number, so they can get in touch with us whenever they need to, and we'll go out and take care of whatever kind of issue they have.
Don't go anywhere. American Builder will be right back. Welcome back to Augusta, Georgia. Before the break, we met Mark Herbert and some of the team behind Herbert Homes. Now we want to jump back in and learn about the building process. Then we'll hear from some past clients.
The building process starts right here in my office. We meet on the table right behind you there, and we go over your plans and specifications. We get everything agreed on. You sign off on it, we sign off on it. Well, Debbie, I appreciate you coming in to go over the houses. Here's my card, so you know all my numbers, pertinent numbers, in case you need something. But I think you've come up with a beautiful plan. And you go downstairs, and my wife goes over all the color selections, decorating choices that you have.
I'll kind of walk you through the house and let's look at what products we're going to put everywhere.
To design a perfect home for someone, I think you need to sit down and chat with them, decide what they're looking for, what kind of colors interest them, what kind of features in a home are important to them. Those are the things that if you learn and you listen, you can create the best home that they can ever have.
Now that we kind of know some colors that you're interested in, let's look at a rock.
Okay.
We're going to put a rock on your fireplace.
From that point, we get our building permits in place and our notice of intents and get all our soil erosion measures in place, and then we get to actually start building a house at that point. And normally, if the weather permits, we can be through with one in 60 to 90 days. Of course, like it is right now with all the rain, it's taking about another 30 to 45 days to produce one.
We looked at several different builders. We'd actually been looking for a long time. We lived over in Grovetown, and my mom lived in the house next to me, and she was by herself. So we'd been looking for several years for a home that had either a mother-in-law suite or a cottage or something like that. What made us choose Herbert Homes is when we came out here, we looked at the house, we loved the area, we loved the way he had set it up. Once we got a hold of the realtor and we saw the inside, we were basically sold.
Mark came out and helped us design this outdoor living area. What we had here was simply a little back deck on this home that was built in 2005. And we had Karen and I sitting out here one evening, because we love to eat a lot of dinners and lunches out on the back deck, envisioned an outdoor living area with a fireplace, first and foremost. And then so we actually made a phone call to Mark, and within probably a couple hours, this was on a Saturday afternoon, within a couple hours, Mark and Joanne actually dropped by the house, This whole project was scratched out on a piece of scrap paper and in the dirt, for lack of a better way of explaining it, and this is what evolved.
Mark built our first home for us in 1991, which is about 90 feet from this one. And he also built a home for our daughter. Mark kept us notified of everything that he was doing on the first house. On this one, I watched everything was done, and it was just, Brian and he were just great. They're family to me, and they're wonderful to work with.
I think Herbert Homes stands out, just because we're a very family-oriented business. It's hands-on. From my husband to our son to me, we work tireless in the business. We can do anything. My husband can do anything from putting a nail in the wall, and I do the design, and our son supervises it.
I'm going to have the windows and doors coming Friday.
Good. Then you got your rough end stuff.
We'll have all that next week, probably starting Tuesday.
Nice, then we get all the stuff cleaned up, get it regraded, reshaped.
When we started talking to Mark about the house, one of the things that concerned us was in the mother-in-law suite, there was a tub, and my mom's 80 years old, so we wanted it more handicapped accessible. So he just jumped right in, and he tore out the old tub and put in a walk-in one, which was 10 times better than the one we've got in ours. No, I'm just kidding. But it's a beautiful shower. It's perfect for her. She can walk right in. She's got her handicap bars in there, and it was just perfect for her, and she loves it.
My community involvement here in the Augusta area is pretty outreached. I've been involved in the Home Builders Association. I've been the local president twice. I was the youngest president for the state of Georgia they've ever had in 1997. I've been involved the local, state, and national Home Builders Association, mainly because that's my industry. But I've also been involved in many other organizations, the Golden Harvest Food Bank, the Safe Homes for Augusta, the Chamber of Commerce. We've been involved in it, and actually earlier this year, I actually won the Lifetime Achievement Award with the Chamber of Commerce, which was a huge surprise and a shocker. I never even thought of that, but that kind of lets me know that people outside of my industry appreciate somebody trying to do the right things and helping the community, sponsoring different events, doing things for people. And that's what we do. We do things for people, and I'm going to continue to do that.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with more American Builder. Welcome back to Augusta, Georgia. We've been getting to know the team and some of the clients at Herbert Homes. We've walked through the process and got an idea of how it all comes together. Now, we want to learn more about what makes Herbert Homes so special and why they are a must-see for anyone building in this area.
The most unique thing about our company is we're local people. This is where we live. We go to church here, we work here, we shop here. We're local. That's what we are. We're local people, and we happen to build houses and develop home sites is what our product is.
I do think our clients would feel that they're very comfortable when they come in the door. Even before they sign a contract, they know that we're the hometown builder, that we do everything from top to bottom. I think they have a comfort knowing that they can call at any time, they can get in touch with someone. We handle all callbacks on anything very quickly, and you see us from the beginning to the end of the process.
Looks like you got a good job here.
We make sure we're ever there for the walkthroughs, close, and every punch list afterwards, and everything in between.
The team at Herbert Homes is fantastic. I mean, there isn't enough that I can say about them. Their communication throughout the whole process is just fantastic. Mark's a personable guy. You know, he's the guy that, you know, you invite, you know, come on over and let's have a beer, you know. And that's really important, especially in today's, you know, market. There's people that are in it just for, you know, the quick buck, and, you know, once they sell you the house, it's like, okay, I'm done with you, and then you sit there and you call on them, and it's like you never hear from them again. You know, Mark's different, you know. After he sold us the house, we'd call him, you know, he'd say, hey, yeah, what you need, you know, okay, I'll fix it, I got it, or too easy. So it was just great.
One thing that I noticed on this new house that Mark and Brian built for us, they've got a system called EarthSense, and I mean, it's amazing. Our power bill is, I mean, in winter time, this is total electric with the heat pump, and it was like $80, and at our other house it was like $250. Our other house is twice as big as this one, but when you're talking, I think the highest power bill we've had has been $140.
If I could say one thing to someone that was considering building a home, I would encourage you to seek out 2 or 3 estimates, but I would encourage you to sit down and talk with Mark and get his thoughts. What are you looking to accomplish? What are you looking to, what do you want the home to look like and feel like when you're done with it? Because he can give you a really good idea on, for the money you want to spend or the budget you give him, what can be accomplished.
We've received many compliments from clients, but probably the best compliment that I can think of would be we've been doing this for so many years that we've built some of our clients' children a home, and hopefully I'll still be around to build their children's children a home.
If you're thinking about buying a home, if you're thinking about building a home, the first call you need to make is to Mark Herbert from Herbert Homes. Like I said before, he's above and beyond any of the builders that I've heard of or, you know, by reputation here in this area or have dealt with. The quality of his work in the home is just beautiful. We're the happiest, you know, that we've been. This is like the forever house.
When we feel that someone has said to us, I will never forget your help, helping us through an entire process of building our first home and staying in it, loving it every step of the way, knowing I had my own input and knowing that you stood behind your word from beginning to end is a very important compliment to us. And we've had that numerous times. So we feel very comfortable when we build a home for someone that they're definitely enjoying the product.
If anybody, you know, when they're looking for a builder, he holds such high standards for himself, and you can see that flows through all of his subcontractors, I mean, all the way down the line, and he's just a very honest man and a pleasure to work with.
We don't want to be the biggest builder. We just want to be a good builder. This is what my family does. I built this up for my son to take over. He's learned all the right ways to do things, how to treat people, and we believe in treating people the way we like to be treated.
The team at Herbert Homes is very professional, personal. You feel like they actually feel like family, really. It's really an amazing thing. In business, you want to sell yourself as a person. The product sells itself. Mark and Brian and Joanne and the other parts, the other staff, they're just excellent. They're just great people.
The most satisfying part of my job is seeing the homeowners move in and they're happy with the children riding their bicycles in the driveway, and going over to the swimming pool, and they just really are enjoying the neighborhood and their house. And they tell their friends about us. That's what is very enjoyable to us.
And now we know. Mark Herbert and the team at Herbert Homes make their clients top priority, giving people what they want and striving to offer complete satisfaction. That's what makes Herbert Homes the premier home builder in Augusta, Georgia.